What's up, guys? Welcome to the Two Honks podcast, where you can tank these honks to the bank and smoke them. My name's Joe Little. Sitting to my right here is Lamar Costin. How are you doing today, Lamar?
What's up? I'm pretty good.
Pretty good?
Doing all right, yeah.
Yeah, doing all right.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. I'm excited about this episode. This should be a really fun one.
Yeah.
This should be a fun one. We have our first non-American guest.
That's right.
So
international.
International. We're Two Honks podcast goes international.
We're bridging nations.
Which we have somebody downloading our podcast in France. I don't know who is downloading our podcast in France, but if you downloaded this episode and you're in France, thank you. Go ahead and shoot us a message.
Heating up in France.
Heating up in France. But anyway, how's your week been? Where do we want to start today, Lamar? I mean, have you had a good week? Are you feeling good?
You know, I got some sunshine this week.
Yeah.
Which was kind of nice because,
yeah,
you know, we had snow or whatever.
Yeah, it's been
a couple
extremely refreshing. I love that part.
Yeah, I was in the park near my house over by the Rose Garden, kind of in, downtown Portland.
Yeah.
Or whatever, in Forest Park. And got a little sunshine.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice. I got a little burn going.
You got a burn going?
Yeah.
Spent that long in the sun?
Yeah, I did. Well, a couple days in a row I did.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, did you, take your shirt off in the park or something?
I did take my shirt off.
Scare some kids?
A little bit. I think probably. I mean, I blinded, I think, most people within a 100-yard radius, probably.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah, I was wearing sunglasses because I'm prepared for that.
Yeah.
But they probably weren't.
Yeah, more than likely they weren't. Most people in Portland don't own sunglasses.
Right.
Who needs them?
Who needs them?
And clouds are in the sky all the time.
Yeah, clouded mind, clouded sky.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, speaking of which, didn't you have something you wanted to say about being shirtless or something? Were you mentioning that earlier?
Well, I was in the park, and this isn't the first time this idea has come across my mind, but I'm privy to go to the nude beaches and stuff out here. So we're privileged enough to have. I don't think a lot of places in America even have that option.
Yeah. No, growing up in Reno, I don't think there's any. I mean, there might be a nude beach. I just didn't know about it, but
yeah,
it's not like a thing there like it is here.
Yeah, it's not a thing. We're fairly sensitive surrounding nudity in the U.S. But yeah, I was at the Rose Garden and laying on a blanket or whatever, and kind of looked around. I was like, I'm not gonna be the only one here taking my shirt off. It's kind of uncomfortable. But then I was like, I'm not gonna. The feeling is so nice to have the sun on your skin, especially after a whole winter of being layered up. So I took my shirt off and blinded everybody in sight.
Yeah.
But as I was doing that, it occurred to me that again, this has occurred to me before, but I was thinking if I was a woman and I wanted to experience the same sweet sensation of sunshine, I would be, I'd be breaking the law somehow. But because I'm a man, it's okay.
Yeah.
And that thought came back to me, and I was just the only reason for that is got to be just because we're so sexually primed when it comes to seeing breasts, female breasts. So the only reason that's illegal is because people can't control themselves, basically.
Yeah.
Because people are so, I guess, repressed or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we kind of live in a society that reveres the female body. And then also tells women to be ashamed of their bodies. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird conundrum.
It kind of struck a chord with me, just to feel if I was a woman, I'd be really angry, I think.
Yeah.
About that, because it's why not? Why can't I enjoy this sunshine that's nobody owns that? It's not a government regulated thing. But yeah, just that just popped into my mind, and I felt I was there's another privilege that I have as a man, is that I can take my claws out and flap them around in the wind and the sun with no regard. Granted, it's still kind of frowned upon a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's not illegal. So
yeah, no, it's not illegal.
And I think in Portland it is technically legal for women to do that as well, but I'm not totally sure. I'm pretty sure they'd get a talking to.
Well, the last thing that I heard about this,
they get mammed.
Yeah. Well, the last thing that I heard about this was like it's legal to be nude in public. Like you're allowed to be nude in public, but you're not allowed to be nude and aroused at the same time.
Right.
So, which I mean that it makes sense and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, like if you're a woman, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to tell whether or not she's aroused.
Maybe if the nips are perked a little bit.
Yeah, but then you'd have to be staring pretty hard to like figure that out.
You can be cold and not aroused.
Yeah.
And anybody's nips would get.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if there's a police officer, let's say, that just like looks at a woman and then determines that she's aroused and that she needs to be arrested.
Right.
I mean, didn't that police officer also get aroused in the moments of like trying to figure out whether or not this female was aroused?
Right.
So shouldn't that officer be arrested as well for arresting naked people? You know, I mean,
yeah, it's
only fair because you're aroused. Like if I'm wearing clothes or not and I'm aroused, doesn't make any difference. Like if I'm aroused and I'm like forcing that on other people, but I'm fully clothed, does that make it any better than being naked and aroused?
Yeah.
There's not really much of a difference.
It's a knot that's kind of difficult to untangle because of the levels of repression and like religious, I think, oppression.
Yeah.
When it comes to like body shame and like shaming of being nude in the body itself.
Yeah.
But ironically enough, I was working my way through, like, I'm like I'm doing a full rewatch of the entire Baywatch series.
Yeah.
So, and I do hope we get the Hoff on here at some point.
Yeah, we gotta get the Hoff.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Hoff on here and just pick his brain because I've been really enjoying these episodes and I'm really in there now. So I was watching an episode last night.
Yeah.
Season 5, episode 20 for anybody who's playing along at home here.
All right.
It's on Hulu, so check it out. It's titled Promised Land.
Okay.
So this episode actually starts out with a woman on the beach, and she's on one of the outdoor showers, and she has her top off.
Yeah.
And all these guys are like gawking and standing around and stuff. Mm-hmm. It turns into like a plot where like there's other stuff going on, but that's kind of like a recurring thing throughout the show. And she's forced to put her shirt back on, and like she's threatened with like a $250 fine and all this stuff. But it just occurred to me there, it's like all these guys running around, everybody has their shirts off.
Yeah.
But because she's got these fun bags out and she wants to enjoy the sensation of that. She said in the show she's trying to get the sand off of her. Yeah. Okay. How can you argue with that?
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to be able to get all the sand off of you if you're wearing.
It's going to get trapped.
So, yeah, exactly.
And the booby cuffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just thought it was synchronistic.
And the booby cuffs, is that the scientific term?
My sister called bras booby cuffs when I was a child.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that always stuck with me, so I still think of them as booby cuffs.
I feel like your sister might have just wanted you to feel her pain a little bit. Like, these aren't handcuffs, they're booby cuffs.
It's bondage.
Yeah.
It's a form of modern bondage.
Yeah.
It's like, underneath the clothes. It's a hidden bondage.
I have to wear this in public to be not frowned upon, and it's super uncomfortable.
You got to lock them down. You got to lock them things down.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of layers to that. I think your sister was probably trying to tell you something. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's still recurring. It's like Baywatch. This is not the first episode. This has been a thing where one of the lifeguards has had to go up to a woman and say,
"Yeah,
excuse me, ma'am, I need you to put your top back on."
Excuse me, ma'am, can you just go ahead and be a little bit more ashamed of your body for me, please? Thanks.
And really, it's because there's a crowd of these just like lusty men around her that have created now a dangerous situation for her.
Yeah. And
it's like, so we live in a world of savages.
Yeah.
And the only thing separating us from like being rapists and murderers is a bra, some kind of a sheath of clothing.
Well, and we're going to accommodate the needs of all these men that are lusting and creeping on this one woman. Yeah. This one poor woman.
Instead of becoming...
rather than defending the one person who just needs to get the sand off of their boobs.
Right. Instead of trying to become more civilized and like work on ourselves inside and not become like... to become more
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's the word? I mean, we're savages.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's the lesson that I've learned, is that that's the only reason that we have to have these laws.
Not much that separates us from the Sasquatch. We're pretty much the same thing.
We're brethren. Yeah, I guess so. I'm like tying it all together.
Yeah. Yeah, we're tying it all together. We ain't any better than them.
Way much better than them.
Yeah.
Just because we shave our armpits?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's something I said in one of the previous episodes. Like, who's more intelligent? The people that created this society and all these structures to live by, or the people that are just, like, keeping their lives simple and living off the land?
Right.
I'm gonna choose the latter 100% of the time. I know there's plenty of people who would disagree with me, but that's just,
Yeah, I mean, there's some utility that clothing can offer for various reasons, but it's like, I don't know. It just kind of depressed me a little bit when I was in the park considering that, because I would have to be, if I was a woman, I would have to be like a really active protester for women's rights. Yeah. And because I'm a man, I feel like because I don't have to deal with that on a regular basis, it's not like to the forefront of my attention, even though I'm aware of it.
So did you feel that shame and put your shirt back on, or what did you do?
I waited till I laid down to take my shirt off, because I didn't want to you know what, it's summertime.
Just
and
be
there's
strutting around the park. Hey ladies, what's up?
Look at these guns. I mean,
I've been working out.
I have certainly in the past been pretty cavalier about coming back from the nude beach and like kind of just glowing from all the sun and not feeling like I wanted to wear clothes again coming into the city. Yeah. And I've gotten away with some pretty close to nude situations after that, in the city, but I think it's like the sun kind of like soaks in and like it feels really weird to put clothes on again after you spent several hours out totally naked. Yeah. It just feels more natural. Again, that's like maybe not everybody feels that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, plus I've been to the nude beaches, but I never actually get nude.
Right.
But that's, maybe that's just because I'm ashamed of my own body. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I never did either.
I've never unwrapped that a little bit. Maybe I'll bring that up in therapy. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I would
recommend
I get
naked in public? I don't know.
I'd recommend trying it somewhere where you're not around other people.
Well, you know what? Actually, I take that back. I have. There was one time that Sarah and I went just by ourselves, and there wasn't that many people there.
Went into the bushes?
Yeah. No, but we actually went out into the water, and there wasn't that many people around.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we were nude for like a few minutes out there in the water.
Yeah.
And it did feel nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
and I didn't have any reason to feel any kind of insecurity, and I mean, it's because to me, it was just me and Sarah's seen me naked millions of times. So
right.
It's that's nothing. That's not something I worry about. I guess I just worry about strangers seeing me naked because of the body shame kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I felt like my first time there. You were at the beach that first time I got naked there.
Yeah.
At Rooster Rock, and like I had never done that before in my life, but I kind of did go away from. We were talking about the Sasquatch people kind of moving away from society. Yeah. I kind of had a miniature version of that when I did go out by myself, and I was like, I'm at a nude beach here. I'm like, why would I not take my clothes off? And I had a little like heart to heart with myself. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm just going to try it. And I tried it, and I didn't intend on coming back with my clothes off to the group, but I like laid there or like stood in the sun for a while, and I was just like invigorated. You
got adjusted to it for a few minutes. Yeah. And then you were able to return to the group.
It felt really right to me. It felt really like, it felt so good in like in a pure way that I was just like, I'm not, this is stupid to put these back on. It's just baggage. Why would I choose to like haul around
especially
this weight?
That day too, that we were out there, it was super hot out.
It was super hot. Yeah.
So, I mean, it works quite well. I mean, clothes is a necessity because, people get cold.
Well, yeah, I mean, the sun goes down. Yeah. Yeah. And they're perfect for that. But I think it's like the idea of wearing like these, especially when you're like wet. Yeah. And it's hot out and you're wearing these like wet shorts that are heavy and stuff. It's it feels awful.
Yeah. Well, and plus one thing is you're dragging around the extra weight, and then
you're dragging ass is what you're doing.
Yeah, and then the other thing is you're wearing these wet clothes that are attached to you, so if the wind picks up at all, it doesn't matter how hot it is. All of a sudden, you're cold. Yeah. But if you're naked and the wind picks up, you just dry off.
Right.
like pretty quickly, and as long as it still stays warm, you're fine. So it makes more sense to be naked if you're in a warm kind of situation. You know?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So do you think you're gonna turn into one of those like super leathery like old guys that goes to the nude beach,
I've seen
like,
them
twice a week?
I've seen them down there.
Yeah.
Balls down to my feet.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But I think it takes like, I mean, I would have to get started pretty quick here. I think it takes like 20, 30 years.
Yeah, probably.
To get to be that leathered.
Yeah, doing it like twice a week or every single weekend or something like that for a long time. And
yeah. If I had a boat and I was able to just like go out all the time and chill in the Columbia.
Yeah.
I probably would be, leathered man.
Yeah.
Leather old guy.
You're not going to be like that creepy dude in the boat with like the Confederate flag flying out of the back and he's just cruising by really slow so he can try and see some titties.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those too.
Yeah, always wearing.
I heard there's a nude beach over there.
Yeah.
Let's go boat real slow by it. Hoot and holler a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I think when you get over being nude yourself, you also kind of, like, it's an internal thing that you let go of that baggage of being, the fear of being judged.
Yeah.
You just accept it, and then it's like, I don't care.
Because everybody else is naked too. And
yeah, and then what I found too was like that I'm not like peeping on other people because it dissolves that barrier as well. Like you don't have, you see the body as just a body again. It's not like a sexualized thing. It's only sexualized when it's covered and then uncovered. Yeah, it's like, dude, here it is. No, that's that kind of thing. When you take that away, it's just like, oh, that's a human body. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, but it's not sexual.
Yeah, that's why they call it the peep show. Like a peep show is calling it a peep is that's a scandalous word. You know?
Right. It's that mystery, you know, that makes it sexual, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's pretty interesting.
It's something.
That's pretty fascinating. Something you realize when you go to a nude beach and
yeah. Honestly, it's like having these nude beaches here is one of the main reasons I feel compelled to like stick around here. Yeah. Because Denver, I mean, I'm from Denver. Denver has tons of sunshine. Like it's nice there almost all the time. And I don't really agree with the wet cold here. Uh-huh. But there's no nude beaches out there. Really? There's huge lakes everywhere.
That's surprising because that's like a super liberal area, you know? That's not.
Yeah. I mean, Denver is the rest of the state is not so much. Yeah. But you could probably find some thermal springs or whatever where it's accepted, but it's not like Rooster Rock where it's just an expanse. Yeah. An oasis, really.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's something I never really saw coming, but
yeah.
But then I was like, I
think you just turned into a natural. You're going to the nude beach all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't feel compelled to like move to a nudist society or anything. Yeah. I think it would be a little bit uncomfortable, like that Seinfeld episode where where he decides to be nudist because he's with a nudist girlfriend. And
yeah.
He's
Costanza?
Like, no, it was Jerry and some chick. She was like, I don't know. What she was doing, she was like fixing something or whatever. Yeah. And like just bent over and like grunting. So Jerry like made a point by like wearing a tool belt and nothing else, and he was like, hammering some stuff. She was just like, ugh. That's not. I mean, that doesn't seem like it would be very comfortable. You're losing it.
I think I'm losing it.
Yeah. You're losing the microphone.
What happened?
Oh, looks like you got a little structural integrity issue there.
Dang it. Okay, we're gonna have to fix this in post.
Fix that up. We'll fix it in post. Great.
All right.
Fix that in post.
Okay, fix that. But okay, so the Seinfeld episode, he makes a point of just wearing a tool belt.
Yeah, just to be like, this is
projects. And,
it's really not sexy. It's not, and not even about being like arousing. It's just doesn't. Yeah. The human body is a beautiful thing. Just nude. Yeah. But maybe not like doing like construction or doing certain things. Yeah, totally. That's kind of what that episode was about. But yeah, I don't know. I like wearing clothes at certain times for sure. I like pockets for one.
Yeah. No, I mean pockets are great, and then also we live in Portland. I mean it's raining and 45 degrees outside. You're probably not going to want to be naked. Yeah. It's
You got to run around with a John Popper pack.
Just something that happens. Isn't that something? Go run around with John Popper. Maybe you should make a point of doing that. We should go for a run, just completely naked, nothing but a John Popper pack out in the summer.
Yeah,
run through Forest Park.
see what kind of reactions I get.
This every single person you run by, just go, "This isn't illegal. I'm allowed to do this."
I'm allowed to do this.
Your running shoes and your popper pack, and
just get a shirt that says that. This is not illegal, and then
this is not illegal.
Just shirt cock it, have no pants on.
Yeah.
This is okay.
That'd be good. We should brand that. We should make that a T-shirt.
This is okay.
This is not illegal. And then another one that says, "This is okay." And then another one that says, "I'm fine right now."
We got a lot of shirts to make.
Yeah. Another one that says, "Stop asking." No context. Just stop asking.
Stop asking.
But anyway, so you dug through Reddit a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I've been looking for some advice.
Yeah.
Sections that I think I'm curious to hear your opinion. Curious to see what you would offer.
Well, and I'll try and keep it. I'll try and keep it a little more lighthearted this time.
I mean,
it's just,
whatever.
The kid that when his mom telling him he needed to get a circumcision at 18 years old, like that's gnarly. That's crazy. So she can go to heaven.
You have to laugh so that you don't cry about it, because it's pretty serious.
It's like, I need a circumcision so you can go to heaven. How the heck how does that work?
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's a pretty I
don't
know.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, we were talking about trying to get some of our listeners to send us some questions. So if anybody is listening, wants to send us a question, that we'll give you advice. It doesn't have to be serious. It certainly can be, though. We can take all of them. Send your questions to twohonkspodcast@gmail.com.
Or just send us a direct message on Instagram.
That's or you can do it that way.
We check all the time.
Yeah, we'd love to not have to look for these. So if you guys want to send us some, it would actually maybe even help you guys out, because we're pretty smart.
Yeah, I mean, we're a couple of pretty smart guys. So
we're not that smart, but
smart enough.
We're smart enough to put our two brains together. We could probably give you either.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can work with it. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out. Okay, this one's for you, Joe. What Joe gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I, 23F, am a nanny to a wonderful family, and this weekend I was to stay over and watch the kids.
23F, does that mean she's 23 and a female?
That's what I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah. They pay extremely well, so I was happy to do it. The only problem is they don't have a guest room, and the mom told me just to sleep in the master. They are both doctors, so they're very well off, and their sheets are especially made, and the bed is so comfy. So last night I put the kids to bed and went to sleep myself. I wake up and my sweatpants are soaked, and I look down and my boss's sheets are stained yellow. I rarely have accidents. This is my first one since freshman year of college. Senior now.
Wow.
I'm so embarrassed I feel like I could cry. I tried to clean them up, but they are still stained. I have been trying everything to remove all evidence of my shame, but it's still noticeable if you look hard enough.
Yeah.
I just want to run away as far as possible. What do I do? Do I tell them or hope they don't notice? If I have to tell them, how do I explain that I wet their bed? Open to all advice, including running away to a different continent. Europe sounds nice.
Damn, yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, we're talking about
a 23-year-old girl who's nannying for a very well-off family. And she can't, just throw those things through the wash? They're not...
It sounds like they might be made of, silk or something. So I don't know. I mean, they're specially made.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. Probably like 1 million thread count, I'm guessing. Yeah. This ain't your Target brand, 200 thread count or something.
This is, I mean...
I don't think you can
I guess take them to a dry cleaner, maybe?
Maybe she could sneak over to a dry cleaner?
Yeah. Because, okay, did she say that they were out of town?
Let's see here. She's staying over. I don't think she says.
Yeah.
But I mean, presumably they're gone for the night. Maybe they're coming back that day. It sounds like she's kind of in a
probably
pinch
don't have
here
time to
run it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's kind of freaking out here. So maybe it's like they're coming back soon.
Yeah. So I guess my advice would be to just tell them.
Just fess up to it.
Just fess up to it. Like, I mean, the truth will set you free, right?
I mean, she already set her pee free.
Yeah.
In bed, so
she already set the pee free.
might as well, yeah.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I highly doubt that this would be something that would make them want to like fire her or anything like that. It depends on what kind of people you're dealing with.
Yeah.
For sure. But
they're probably not going to let her sleep in the bed again.
Yeah.
That's one thing she probably is.
Or they might get her like her own sheets.
Get her a little dog bed at the end of the bed or something. And
she said she's a senior in college, and then she hasn't had like an accident like that since her freshman year in college.
Yeah.
So
it's been 3 years.
This is something that's happened. I mean,
she had a pretty good run there. 3 years without peeing the bed, though. That's
But I mean, I didn't pee the bed in my early 20s. Did you?
I didn't. I think I stopped. I think I probably stopped around 12 or so.
Yeah.
Or 11, maybe. I can't remember. I was a late developer.
Yeah.
I probably had a couple incidences when I was like, 10 to 12.
Yeah. I think I peed the bed once or twice when I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah. That's a good time to do it.
My mom would be able to tell you.
Yeah.
The last time I peed the bed.
It's interesting. Like, I still have like dreams where I'm actually peeing in my dreams.
Yeah.
Because I have like a really full bladder in real life.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy that I don't pee. Because in my dreams, I'm like letting it all go.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like other things that happen when you're like sexually aroused, sometimes,
sometimes a little pee comes out.
Things happen.
Yeah.
I mean, something comes out sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's like, it's some part of the brain that's like taking care of that somehow. So maybe if you don't have that, it's like a valve that doesn't get closed. Then
I've had dreams like that recently too. And then, I mean, I remember one time when I peed the bed, I was probably like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
But I was having a dream that I was in a swimming pool. And when you're a kid in a swimming pool and you got to pee, you just pee in the pool.
Right.
Of
course.
I mean, they always tell you not to. They always tell you the water changes
Everybody's
color.
peeing in the pool. I mean,
yeah.
That's what it's for.
They always tell you the water changes color, but nobody's looking that hard, really,
Yeah, because it's all going to get diffused.
Yeah. So I'd say, if these people have a second set of sheets, an identical set of sheets, take the ones that you peed on and just fucking set them on fire.
Okay.
Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Leave no trace.
Yeah. Okay. I like that idea.
And then replace them with the other sheets. And then they would just be like, oh, well, what happened to that other pair of sheets?
What happened to the... Yeah,
did you sell those on Craigslist, honey?
Sure.
Why would I do that? I love these sheets.
Well, I guess we'll buy another one.
We're doctors. Yeah, and plus, what do these people have to... Like, what do you have to lose from being honest to these people? Because, what do they have to lose? They're doctors. They're well off. They can go buy another set of sheets.
Yeah. I think you're right, because it's like, for her, she could lose the job, or she could just lose the ability to sleep in that bed. Maybe she'll pee into them every night. I don't know. We'll buy a new pair.
I mean, if she loses the job, is she not going to be able to find somebody else to nanny for? Hell no. She's definitely going to be able to find somebody else to nanny for.
Right.
I mean, people love pawning the responsibility of watching their children off on other people.
Yeah. Anybody.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay anybody to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you should just fess up. If you get fired by these people, there's worse things that could happen in the world.
Yeah. But you just said a second ago to fire the sheets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's an option, that's an option, you can set them on fire.
Yeah.
Replace them real quick.
But then you have evidence probably, unless she's able to like run them somewhere else and like set them on fire.
Take them to the dump.
Run them to the dump.
Yeah. I don't imagine these people live very close to a dump.
Yeah.
If they're that wealthy. I live pretty close to a dump.
So it's
like a couple miles away.
Super easy. Just run them over.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a couple different ways to go with that one.
Yeah.
If you got options, use them.
If I was her,
but if you don't, just fess up and deal with it.
Yeah. It sounds like maybe because it was so comfortable, maybe that's one of the reasons she peed in it, because it was like floating on a cloud, or
probably
really relaxed.
Shoot, I don't even know. I mean, I might pee if I was in that same bed.
I kind of want to pee on those sheets too.
Yeah. Now I just want to go pee on my own sheets. Because she said it.
Stand over the sheets and just pee on them.
Watch the look of horror on Sarah's face as I
I've had friends that have done that.
desecrate our
Like,
sheets.
like you ever have friends that are drunk and they like pee in the closet because they think they're in the bathroom or something?
Oh yeah.
That's never happened to me, but it's a hilarious idea. Just like,
No, I had a friend. I actually just talked to this guy just the other day on the phone. He frequently pee himself,
yeah,
and that he would. So there was a couple of times that he would try to pass out on the couch, and like he had a room, like he was a roommate.
yeah.
But and there was so many times that he peed on the couch that like after a couple of times of him getting drunk at night, we started picking him up and taking him to the bathroom. And making him go pee. Oh, okay. And then putting him in his own bed so that he didn't pee on the couch.
That's nice of you guys. I mean, looking out for the couch, too.
But it was, it was ridiculous. Because at the time he was like 26 or 27. It's like, I shouldn't be having to take you pee-pee before night-night time, buddy. Yeah. You're 27 years old. Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
But hey, it happens to people.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean... There's a lot of shame involved in like
you start wearing diapers.
You poop yourself. There's kind of like when you get to that age and you're older, there's kind of like a lot of like, shame and like you want to hide it from people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could start wearing diapers too, and nobody technically has to know that you wear diapers when you go to bed.
You just got a diaper butt then.
Yeah.
Oh, true. If it's just at nighttime.
Yeah, if it's just at nighttime, then there's really no shame, especially if these people are out of town while you're doing it.
Just throw a diaper on.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're 23, I get it. It's embarrassing. It's not a leap you want to take, but
then you like start dating somebody or whatever, and you're like sleeping in the same bed as them. You got to explain to them that you're putting your diaper on now.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like this is for
You go to lay down. You guys start getting frisky. It's like grabs her hip or something like that.
Get that crinkle going.
What is that? Oh, that's my diaper.
That's just my diaper.
Your what? Your diaper.
Trust me, it's better this way.
Trust me, it's better. Unless you're dating somebody that's really into pee-pee, I mean, you might want to...
Yeah, true. Some
you might go, no. I mean, some people are into that. Whatever floats your boat, that's what I always say.
It's 2020. Come on, guys. Do whatever you want to do.
It's 2021. Here we go.
That's 2021.
You got another one for me?
You want to do another?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay.
And we'll try and get Max on the horn here.
Yeah, we'll give him a holler here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, here's another mom one.
Yeah.
So basically, I got engaged last year, and the wedding isn't for another 2 years. My mom was so excited about planning.
2 years?
2 years, yeah, right?
It sounds like you don't want to be married.
Sounds like they want to make sure
already
it's going to work out.
Sounds like you shouldn't be engaged. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, you don't even need to finish this.
2
Just
years
don't do
out.
it.
Jesus, yeah.
Well, it gets more complicated.
Okay.
Okay, wedding's for another 2 years. My mom was so excited about planning and was great at first. Recently, she's been showing jealousy towards my soon-to-be mother-in-law. My mom was upset that I wanted both of them to come to the dress shopping this summer. But instead, my mom was so jealous, she set up her own appointment so that I had to go with her and my sister alone first. I just kind of let it go after she made me feel bad for not wanting to go. But now, I just found out that she made my dad buy her a larger diamond because she couldn't have her daughter's ring be larger than hers. That was money they could have been saving. That was completely selfish and competitive. It really crossed the line for me morally.
Yeah.
I've been talking to my friends about it, and they are all weirded out. IDK what to do. There's still so much time before the wedding, and I don't know what else she's going to do out of jealousy.
Yeah.
Any advice would be appreciated.
Okay, well, first bit of advice is don't fucking plan your wedding 2 years out.
Maybe just like break up.
Yeah, maybe just break up, and you won't even have to deal with your mom in a wedding and all that crap.
It sounds like, so you're saying the wedding is basically doomed if it even happens.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you don't want to be married.
Yeah.
Honestly. Well, I mean, how recently, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. How recently did she post this?
This was posted, I think, yesterday. So this is...
Oh, okay. So, I mean, it could be like a COVID times thing.
True.
I mean, they could just be trying to be considerate. Okay, so I'll stop criticizing.
Playing it safe, yeah.
Yeah, no, so...
The mom's already got beef with the other mom, it sounds like.
But why, yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of typical for moms,
Yeah.
right? They get a little bit like,
yeah,
they don't usually get along. Am I wrong?
yeah. No, they don't usually get along. You know, and the thing is, I mean, I'm going through planning a little bit of a wedding myself right now, but like,
Yeah.
I'm the luckiest man in the world to have Sarah because she like is so simple about it.
Right.
We just found a cheap little chapel in Reno. We're inviting 15 people. We're getting married. It's over.
Yeah. It's
We're
not gonna
going
be-
on a family road trip afterward. We're gonna have a great time. Like that's
Yeah.
we're just simple as freaking humanly possible.
It's not going to be super complicated.
So yeah, but when you have a whole bunch of different things you want to do, you want to get, you want to get the event catered, you want to find the right dress,
Kind of flowers on the table.
yeah, you want your groom to look a certain way, you want your mom to be there, you want the groom's mom to be there. But if those two don't get along, then it's really difficult, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Is this mom just like a super controlling freak, like a
yeah.
control freak, or?
No, and she couldn't have. So your mom, she sounds like she's like real rich too. Like maybe
Well, I
she's
don't
like
know.
really well off if her husband's just buying her a really big ring.
Well, she's saying that, it sounds like she's saying that they should be saving that money because they don't really have that much money.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah. She just didn't want to have a smaller ring than her daughter.
yeah,
So it sounds like maybe
yeah. Her mom's going through her own crisis, obviously.
it's like a midlife crisis
Yeah.
or something.
No, if I was her, I would just put my mom in her place and be like, "Look, this isn't about you.
Yeah.
This is my day. Like, suck it the fuck up. I don't care who you like. I don't care who you don't like.
Yeah.
You're going to be pleasant. You're going to shut the fuck up. And you're going to enjoy your daughter's wedding, you fucking idiot." Like,
Control, yeah.
seriously, man. Like, that would piss me off so much.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't about... No.
She's making it all about herself.
Yeah, no, this doesn't have
Yeah.
anything to do with you. I don't care about your feelings or your whatever. It's
Sounds like a real petty mom.
yeah, and if you actually love this person and you love this guy's family and everything, that's the only thing that fucking matters. And your mom can just go straight to hell with that fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Because that's bullshit, man.
She's like, I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
And let's make this all about me somehow.
Let's post this clip on that Reddit forum and just be like, hey, you have your mom give me a call.
Yeah.
I'll talk to your mama.
Let's get her on the pod.
Let's get her
Just
on
be
the
like,
pod. Let's
hey,
talk to her. Let's say, hey, shut the fuck up.
Why don't you shut up and respect your daughter's wishes, bitch?
I don't know who you are. I don't know who she is, but you need to shut the fuck up.
I don't want to know who you are.
I've been watching too much Real Housewives of Dallas with Sarah lately.
Snap. Okay. Getting sassy.
No, man, it turns addictive. It turns addictive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And once you know, like some of the women's like the things that they do to one another, like you're like, oh, that bitch.
Yeah.
Why would she do that? Leanne was totally right. Poor Brandy just adopted a baby.
It sounds kind of like the soaps that my grandma would watch.
Yeah,
where
no,
it's like
it's very much that. Yeah,
it's almost like chess moves that these women are playing against each other. Like
yeah. Well, and
intellectual chess games.
you gotta hand it to them, man. They can make drama out of anything.
Yeah.
It's great.
Pretty
It's
impressive.
great. But that's where I pull my inspiration for my answer to that question from.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk to that girl. Be like, hey, have your mama give me a call.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, I'll do it.
I mean, what is there anything she could say that would make it make us sympathetic towards the mom? Like
Yeah.
maybe
Well, I mean, her mom's probably an ultimate manipulator. I mean, if she's actually getting like a big diamond from her husband because her daughter's getting married, she's probably pretty good at it.
she feels like she got slighted at her wedding. I feel like that's pretty common too, where moms are like, the wedding they plan for their daughter is going to be like better than what they had because they got, I don't know, wasn't good enough or something.
Yeah,
They have
exactly.
to like live through their child.
Yeah, no, and at the end of the day, a wedding's just a party, man.
Right, everybody's just gonna be wasted anyways.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna remember.
I mean, honestly, my opinion with the marriage thing is like, if you want to get married, go get married. You can go to a courthouse and just get fucking married. You
Yeah.
don't have to have a party.
yeah,
You can go get married and have a party at your celebration of love later.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be catered. You don't have to have everybody there.
yeah,
You only need one. It's a legal document, man. Like, people draw way too much importance to that.
yeah,
But some people dream of that day, you know.
yeah. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
Personally.
I grew up with two sisters, and they both dreamed of that day, so I can't criticize them for
Yeah.
dreaming it. But I never really did.
No, dreamers will be dreaming. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I personally am like, it seems like a lot of show, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well, anyway, so should we try and get Max on the horn?
Should we call? Yeah, let's call Max up and
okay,
and talk to him about some stuff.
Well, let's take a break here real quick. I need to go pee pee.
Okay. All right. We're back,
and we're back. So we got our good friend Boy Leadfoot on. Should we use Boy Leadfoot or should we use your real name for the podcast? What do you think?
Boy Leadfoot, a.k.a. Max Gordon.
Max Gordon, yep.
On the horn.
And
either one, I'll respond to either one.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, and then, Max is our friend up in Canada. You are in Vancouver, BC, or where are you exactly?
It's across the water on Vancouver Island.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm in Victoria, BC.
Cool, man.
And it's the capital of BC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a nice little beach place.
Right on.
Pretty good spot.
So are you just like renting a place out there with some roommates or whatever? Or where you living?
Yeah, no, I got my own little place. It's kind of like right in the heart of Fernwood, which is like kind of like the Portland of Canada, I'd say. In a lot of ways.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty temperate weather year round.
Yeah.
And lots of homeless people.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And,
so that helps.
Well, that's the thing, because it's the most southern part of Canada, right? So it's warmest year round. So
okay.
if you find yourself homeless, you come here and you they're pretty well taken care of here.
So
yeah,
being you grew up in Canada and you would call that the Portland of Canada. What would you say is the Canada of Portland? Where can you find little Canada in Portland?
The Canada of Portland? That's awesome.
I mean,
does
that exist?
I guess it would be like what, Little Canada in Portland?
Yeah.
It would be like St. John's is pretty up to speed.
Okay.
That kind of neighborhood.
Yeah,
you heard it here.
That was North Portland.
You heard it here first.
Canada of Portland, right here.
You heard it here from the two honks.
Yeah, that's
Canadian.
That's where we're live from here, buddy. We're right here in the St. John's area.
Yeah, so we're in Canada too.
Yeah,
in a way. So yeah.
In a way,
so we're all in Canada.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
There we go.
Basically.
Big league boys living it up in Canada.
Yeah,
little and big. In Canada.
So Max, there was like a couple of things.
I miss it there.
Yeah. It's so shit. Like how long ago was it that you moved away from Portland?
Yeah, I moved there in 2014, and I was there for 2 years.
Yeah,
it was only 2 years.
No, more than 2 years, I think. But I think I moved back in 2017.
Gotcha.
So it's been like 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
It's been a good bit.
Yeah.
And
but,
yeah. Oh yeah, go on. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, skippity boop bop dee back here.
I knew it.
I was gonna say.
I knew it. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Well, I was gonna say pop pow, but then I thought it sounded too much like pop pie. So I was like, pull back.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I miss the days living down in the States. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to hear you guys talk again and hear like, oh yeah, we do sound a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Just some of the vowels and stuff.
Yeah. No, we were just like ripping on it last night. We were like, should we just talk to Max in our best Canadian accents the entire time he's on? Or
just so I can understand you. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah.
Just so I can understand you. But
yeah, I'm just like, I'm just doing my best. But yeah.
Right on. Well, you are doing your best.
You guys are
man.
in Little Canada. So.
Yeah, we're in Little Canada, man. We're in Little Canada. You're in actual Canada.
Yeah.
You know?
We have a Canadian filter we can add to our voices later, so we'll just do that in post.
Yeah, we'll fix that in post.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's perfect, bud. Perfect.
Perfect.
I was listening to you guys talk about Sasquatch or Sam Squanch.
Oh, you liked the
a few days ago.
You liked the Sasquatch episode?
I enjoyed it, and if you haven't heard it yet, check it out. It features the Sasquatch, and he's a man, but he's not a man. But he might be a man.
He might be a man.
He could be.
So
we were thinking about you when we were doing that episode because we thought maybe you might have some insight for the listeners about the origins or the lifestyle of the Squatch.
Yeah, I mean, do you know anything about
maybe
that?
I'd met him before.
Have you met him?
Yeah.
You've talked to him before?
I've
you guys just jam together sometimes?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I've met some furry people before in my life.
Yeah.
But to say it was the Sasquatch is kind of tricky.
Yeah.
And I thought you guys were making some good points because, like, is it just one, or is it like a whole society that has sort of been banished to the?
I mean, there would have to be multiple of them, right?
Unless he's immortal, like they're one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Just one, like, elfish kind of creature.
What a sad life. If it's only one of them out there just wandering the woods
alone,
you know?
Yeah.
Just that would explain the moaning, I guess. Ooh, yeah.
That's just
he never sounds happy.
Yeah. It's the sound of Sasquatch's sorrow that you hear reverberating through the woods.
You never hear, like, we've got recordings of Sasquatch, and he's like, yeah! He's never celebrating.
Like, scientists uncovered a new recording of Sasquatch. Party! What's going on, dude?
Go! Yeah. He sounds like a blue whale or something.
Yeah.
You know, in the water.
Aquatic creature.
Yeah. No matter who he or she is.
But I've had some foresty encounters. I used to go hunting for hairy creatures. Looking around.
You've hunted Squatch before?
Yeah. What was that?
You've hunted the Squatch?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say I did if I didn't. So
I wouldn't say it on the air if you did either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I just want it on the record, you know?
Yeah. Did you find anything? I mean, any evidence?
There's some big poops and stuff.
Big poops. Big poops. Okay. Are you sure it wasn't a bear?
A couple of paw prints.
Couple of paws.
Well, no, I'm not.
Not sure it wasn't a bear. And the paw prints.
I'm not sure that it wasn't a bear.
Well, the paw prints. I mean,
it looks more like dog prints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe some wishful thinking. I was like, well, what if he can morph his feet into paws?
Yeah.
And
maybe his feet shrink or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he has convertible, like shrinkable or convertible, like paws, like those shoe roller skates you had when you were a kid. Like,
he's wearing shoes with tiny paws to disguise himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on a prototype for portable hooves that you can just slip into.
Oh, okay.
Portable hooves.
Just for hooves. Yeah, you just slip your feet into them, and then you can trek cross country.
Oh, okay.
Mostly mountainous terrain.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, what better design than a natural hoof?
Yeah,
you can't beat the hoof.
You know,
what's more classic than a hoof?
Is it hoof or hoove?
Yeah,
I don't know.
A singular.
Well, I think the singular is hoof, and
hoof.
then the multiple would be hooves.
So you get a set of hooves.
It wouldn't be hoofs.
Yeah,
that sounds weird.
Pair of hoof. No, pair of hooves.
pair of hoofs.
But if you have 4, like most goats or deer,
that's a set.
What is that then?
That's a set of hooves.
Quad hoof.
Quad
2 pairs of hooves.
Quadra hoofs.
2. Yeah, like quadra hoof. Quadra hoof. That could be it.
Quadratic hoofs.
Are these hooves like
Quadratic hooves.
What's up, guys? We're the Quadratic Hoofs. Really happy to be playing tonight. Opening for Boy Leadfoot.
We're really.
Are your hooves like water friendly? Like, can you go swimming with them, or is it just for like terrain?
Like there's like little hoof slips that you can slip your hoof into, and it'll then become waterproof. Think about like a booty kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you have a prototype?
I mean, it's a prototype, and it is a plastic bag, but
Yeah.
but I'm like I said, it's a prototype.
Yeah.
So
You're
I'm
working
just
on
kinda-
it. Yeah.
I'm working.
So it's a plastic
Yeah,
bag. It
yeah,
doesn't,
yeah.
but it doesn't look like a hoof yet, or it does.
It once you put your hoof in, then it takes shape, and then you kind of tie the remainder back.
I'd be very interested
And
in
tuck
seeing
it
this.
in.
So you have to put your
Well, I'll send you some.
hoof in
I'll-
the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you some blueprints.
Oh,
and you
okay.
guys can
Okay.
check them out. And
Yeah.
We'd love
maybe,
a complimentary
I don't know. I
pair,
am looking for sponsors. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a
Great.
picture that you don't mind sharing with the public, we would put one on the Instagram for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have like
Hey,
70.
that would-
We have got like 75 followers now, so you're gonna blow up if we do it there.
We're
Hell
pretty.
yeah.
We're pretty
and
big.
who knows how many of them? Who knows how many of them need a set of hooves?
Yeah.
I didn't
their-
know. I
for
didn't
their
know I needed
trekking.
some until
Yeah.
just now. So
Yeah. As soon as you mentioned it, I'm like, damn.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
the best invention is the one that you didn't know you needed until somebody comes up with it, and you go,
yeah.
hooves. There they are. Yeah. There's my hooves.
So, well,
Yeah.
here's something that kind of leads into that a little bit, Max. Is you're creating things. You're obviously an artist in some respect, right?
Well, I'd like to maybe think so. I suppose I do create things. It's a creative
Okay.
nature.
He's he's a creator.
Yeah, he's a creator. Oh shoot! Here comes
Create
Ezra.
or
Hold that thought, Max.
Yeah. I'm holding it.
So we got another podcast guest.
Another podcast guest. There goes the baby.
He wanted to get his hands on those
Is
hooves.
there?
Yep,
Oh my goodness!
that was my son.
People are catching on already.
Yeah.
The word's out. Apparently.
Okay, but
Hey, little
But anyway,
buddy.
so but I was trying to go somewhere with that. Okay, so you're an artist. So
Oh,
I guess this is kind of a multiple part question. So hear me out. Would you say that you're an artist on the canvas or off the canvas? Because when I look at it personally myself, I am an artist on the canvas starting at about Tuesday mid-morning, but then by Thursday early evening, I'm an artist off the canvas. But then when it comes to the weekends, I'll be both an artist on and off the canvas. Where do you think that you fit in that spectrum?
there's some sort of an equation here that I am not privy to.
Yeah, no, I mean
But,
it is a bit of an equation, but I feel like you probably know yourself well enough to tell me whether or not you're
Okay,
on or
'cause-
off most of the time. You can give me a percentage too if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 1 foot off, 1 foot on, like skateboarding on the canvas,
Yeah.
maybe. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like put the canvas on wheels, and then like you can skate around on it, and then get off
Oh.
and get on, and then get off again.
Oh,
You
okay.
just get on and
Okay.
off all you want.
So you're
So
a day by day.
like for me, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm a transport. I transport the canvas,
You transport the
so
canvas.
I'm not
immovable,
either
okay.
on or off it.
Okay.
Mm.
So you're more of a
Do you see
canvas
what I'm
from
saying?
point A to point B kind of guy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm like I'm like a bulimic canvas. Like I binge and purge the canvas,
You consume
Yeah.
it and then you regurgitate it.
Yeah.
and then I and then it comes out, and I ride it downtown and grab a bit of beef jerky.
Oh,
for
okay.
lunch.
Okay.
So, is there like a distinguished point B for the canvas, or is that also kind of like a day by day thing?
Yeah, I think I think it's day by day.
Yeah.
I think like I'm like all or nothing. So like when there's a project, it's like focus all on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then get it done and get a song done or get something done. And then once it's out and shared, then you can move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of just ride that little vessel, and then I'm off it for a while usually.
Oh, okay.
Until it's time to jump back on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
then I don't paint. I don't paint canvas. Just for the record.
Yeah.
I do not paint on canvas.
Well, I mean, what's canvas here? Obviously, we're just speaking of it more in a metaphor because your main artistic expression is music, right?
Yeah.
So that can be a canvas itself. But what's your canvas right now?
Totally.
What are you working on?
Other than the hooves.
Other than the hooves.
Other than the hooves, well, I just put like a little song that I recorded out about like feeling isolated in our
I saw
lockdown scenarios and stuff. Yeah. And I wrote it a bunch of years ago, but then I realized like how much more fitting it is for what's happening right now. So we recorded it up island and kind of just putting that out a little bit. And you know how it is putting new music out. It's kind of like you just keep casting a fishing rod and hopefully, you know, catch a few fish every day. And
and I watched that video, man, and I commend you for it, man. That was badass.
Yeah, it was
such a
sweet.
Good rock video, man. Like that's what I want out of a rock and roll song, dude. Yeah. No, like, and if anybody
really
listening to this is checking this out, like, go look up Boy Leadfoot and look at the most recent Instagram TV video you put up because that shit was fire.
Yeah, man. The editing and everything. The song,
wicked, man.
Song itself, and then the video is super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you honestly you kind of look like Jack White in that video, just like really like spitting it into the camera, man. Like it was just pure aggression, dude. I just love that raw power, the rock and roll kind of thing that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, appreciate that, dude. Like,
yeah, of course. But I mean, you haven't always done just all rock and roll kind of stuff, you know. I mean, I've heard like a few songs you've done that are like kind of a lot lighter. I mean, do you have more? Do you relate more to like heavier music, or are you more on the sentimental side of things?
Well, isn't that just like all of us? We kind of ebb and flow with our surroundings and situations we're in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, we all have that capacity for angst and anger and aggression. Mm-hmm. Some of us more than others, but you know, you can't have the extremes without the other extremes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the negatives without the positives. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of the first stuff I was doing was a lot more mellow and laid back and safe kind of in its own way. But, you know, I got a lot of energy, and sometimes it's angry energy and you know, channeling it into something productive like exercise or loud noises or drums. Something is really just something I grew up doing, you know, playing drums and playing instruments. So it's just one avenue for me to actually ride that canvas into something productive rather than destructive, rather than, you know, substance or you know, toxic relationships or something. Yeah, you kind of find a way to use it productively. Yeah. I mean, that video I shot too that you were talking about, it's really cool. I got that camera I was telling you guys about, which allows me to film all that by myself. Like I did all that and edited it in the course of like a month or two, and it looks like there's a camera crew with me, which is why I love that camera. Because you can just do when you're on your own by yourself, not collaborating. It's such a different experience than collaborating with, you know, like bandmates or something.
What about the audio recording? Did you do that all by yourself too?
Yeah, no, the audio I recorded up at my friend's studio, Silverside Sound. It's in Cobble Hill. It's a couple hours away from here, kind of in the farmlands.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a really sweet, huge, open kind of converted barn that he runs a studio in. And he's been recording most of anybody worth knowing around here for the past few years. So he's been really killing it. My buddy Lucas.
What's the name of the studio again?
So yeah, it's called Silverside Sound. That's on Instagram and everything. It's like,
oh, cool.
Really cool fellow. Really great drummer too. Yeah. He's been really a good ally to have.
Cool, man.
So
are you still playing in a band right now? Or are you recording everything on your own?
No, I'm just recording everything on my own. Like, that last song I did all the instruments and everything.
Okay, cool.
And then, we recorded that in a couple of days. We just kind of went for it. But it's hard these days getting together with a band, you know. And well, it's hard even without all the shit to get together with a band. But then you guys know, like it's like being having a girlfriend. It's like it's a lot like that.
Yeah, you're maintaining a relationship, and instead of like maintaining a relationship with one person, you're dealing with 3 other personalities. You know, that's that gets hard. Yeah. And
they all want to express themselves, and they all have, you think you're on the same page, but it's impossible to be on the same page as somebody.
Well, and weren't you?
I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, weren't you working with a band for a little while, like about a year ago or a year or 2 ago? Yeah, we
ended up, we got some good momentum here locally. I mean, the Victorian music scene's pretty small, compared to most cities.
Yeah.
But we got some support from the local radio station and stuff. We play our new releases, and I was kind of heading that group into a pretty cool direction, I thought. We sold out like a local show.
Cool.
Which was kind of the peak of live shows, and then a month later everything shut down. So it was kind of sucked to have all that momentum kind of drop from under you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, I really like recording on my own and figuring out, like, I feel like I'm going to get back into a little bit more of the obscure stuff and make something that I haven't heard before, because there's so much unique music out there.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything I've done has been a little too generic, but I feel like I have some crazy, weird thing that I want to get out.
Well, and I mean, you're always going to be your own worst critic over those kind of things, right? But
yeah, totally.
But yeah, I mean, if you were going to go in a more experimental direction, I mean, do you even have like a genre in mind for that, or are you just going to make noise? What would you do?
Yeah, just noises. Just like,
get some Sasquatch samples in there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, some throat singing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I always like rock and roll, but I feel like playing with my voice and having the courage to do a falsetto and not, I was never encouraged to sing in a falsetto because it sounded feminine, but I enjoy doing it, and I can hit some pretty cool notes. So
I don't think I've ever heard you sing in a falsetto before.
Yeah,
maybe, but maybe not. Probably not.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm a little shy about it for the moment, but
yeah,
maybe in the future you'll be hearing that. I can do it right now, dude. I almost started, and I don't feel like even though you guys can't smell it, I just feel guilty knowing that I was talking to you guys.
Just be happy you're not in the studio, man.
I could do this great falsetto voice, but I always fart when I do it. So it's the only thing.
That's hilarious.
That's just how it works.
I just picture the studio like foggy, like with farts and burps. And,
yeah, man. We had last week. We had our first person that actually sat in this garage with us. Our buddy Tom.
Cool.
And
cool.
there was definitely some burps and farts, man. We ripped it up in here. So.
Got a little cloudy by the end of it.
A little cloudy, a little bit cloudy.
Boots and cats and burps and farts and boots and cats. That's really cool.
Well,
it's fun. I'm glad you guys are doing this. It's kind of a really cool avenue to just explore ideas and have conversations with different perspectives and kind of
man. I think
work some thoughts out.
Yeah, I think that Lamar and I just kind of decided we really like talking. So might as well just have a podcast because then you can just talk all you want.
Yeah.
Well, we had the idea for this podcast when we were like both pretty drunk one night.
Yeah.
It was probably like 3 a.m. and we were just making sounds and like dancing. And we were like, we should start a podcast. And then like by the time we got the equipment and stuff, I decided to go California sober. So now I'm like, it's kind of like we had a momentum in that direction, and now we're kind of like trying to figure out what we're actually doing here because I'm like too sober all the time now. I feel like I have like laser beam focus, and I think to hit the groove with like our chemistry, I kind of need to be a little fuzzier. So I'm trying to like figure out how I can, without alcohol, to like dumb my brain down enough to like get to our sweet spot.
Yeah, I'm killing brain cells for you,
man.
Lamar. I mean,
I think like being sober too, you just have to like, basically what you have to do is just retrain your brain to do all the things you were doing, when you weren't sober.
Right.
It's just practice. Again, it's just another activity that you have to practice. It's like when you started drinking, you just got shit-faced and, wake up in weird places or, puke, whatever. But then you get better at it and you learn how to do it socially. And you learn how to interact with people with it.
Yeah.
But then you forget because if you do it too long, you kind of get good at it. And then you have to kind of practice being sober again, eh? Wild.
It's hard to it's hard to get into that abstract headspace for me when I'm totally sober, because we're like, when I was drinking, it was easy for me to get into a really loose state of mind where I could be kind of philosophical and like not take anything too seriously, like kind of riff on that, like treat my life like a canvas more so, rather than like kind of separating things out and be like, now I'm going to be funny and say something funny, where it's like, I would just be more in the moment, I guess, or something.
Yeah. Well,
absolutely.
What about you, Max? I mean, are you on the sober train these days, or what are you doing? What's up?
Yeah, I much like the canvas, I'm on and off.
Yeah.
Like I did like a good 6 months sober.
Oh wow,
that's always good for you, man.
Yeah, like last year, when the whole thing kicked off, I was like, if everything's shutting down, I'm not going to turn to the drink and the smoke. Like, I just figured, this is probably a good time to switch things up. But I feel like, every year has its own cycle.
Yeah.
With weather and everything, and it's, it gets to winter, we feel like drinking, and then it gets to summer, we feel like drinking. And so it's like just filling in those times with other things and, finding things that actually make sense to do. Because I love having a good time. Like, I love drinking and just being stupid and goofy and silly.
We certainly had
fun. It's awesome.
We had a lot of those times at the old house together.
Yeah.
I remember you on that electric organ playing the "Take Me to the Park" song. Don't leave me in the dark. Just like, take me to the park. Leave me in the dark.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that one. Don't leave me in the dark.
Yeah,
I am not a man who is not another man who is looking upon his best friend to be a good man. Don't leave me in the dark.
We have a lot of like half-baked songs that I'm sure we could get back into.
We've got a lot of silly songs we could definitely.
Totally. I remember just sitting there with you, Joe, like, because I don't know what the song is called, but it's that old Italian, like, that old Italian accordion song. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah. And I remember just
the leprechauns go to hell, and if you are a leprechaun, then you will go as well. Hey,
you will go as well. Hey, exactly.
I do remember that.
And then
you take an Italian song, and then you turn it into an Irish jig. And make it about going to hell.
Hey, St. Patty's is like tomorrow. St. Patty's is tomorrow, man. Maybe we should figure out a way we can do a YouTube collab here, Max. Like,
and you will go to hell.
Wait, is it tomorrow or Wednesday? Is it Wednesday
I think
or
it's
tomorrow? I think it's Wednesday.
Because today is the 16th of March.
I think it's Wednesday. So we might have time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, we get YouTube.
Yeah.
Going there. Well, so what was the other one? The other one that I really liked that we did.
That.
The other one that I really liked was Kalimba, the Queen of the Sky. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful song about a beautiful princess.
She's Kalimba.
Yeah, it's like about a little kalimba, which is an African instrument, if I'm not mistaken.
No, and Kalimba. Kalimba was a blind superhero. She's Kalimba, the Queen of the Sky. She's using all the senses because she has no eyes. She's Kalimba.
Right.
The Queen of the Sky.
The Queen of the Sky.
She changed her name to Kalimba when her father died.
Using other senses because she has no eyes.
Yeah,
I love that.
Exactly.
It's informative and musical, so.
We created a character, so, you know.
She's beautiful. I still think about her sometimes.
Yeah, no, same here. Like, I think about Kalimba
my
daily.
ideal woman. She's like, she can fly. She has no eyes.
Yeah.
And she can bake pies, maybe. I don't know.
Sign me up.
Pies, but that'd be cool.
She can do everything that
rhymes.
rhymes.
That would be cool, too. Everything that rhymes. I just want a girl that can do everything that rhymes. I don't care what it is, as long as they all rhyme. Yeah.
She can bake pies. She never sighs. She doesn't tell lies.
She's got nice thighs.
She's got really nice thighs.
Got nice thighs, exactly.
She's bi.
She's bi, drinks rye, says hi, not bi.
She's bi, drinks rye, gets high. Never gonna die.
You know, she does it all. Never gonna die. She's Kalimba.
Yeah.
She's Kalimba.
That'd be a good breakdown. That'd be a great breakdown for the Kalimba song.
Yeah.
Just all the rhymes, and then you go, she's Kalimba. And that's the end of the song. She's Kalimba.
She's Kalimba.
She's Kalimba, dude. Yeah.
I'm imagining like a cartoon. This could be an animated series, you know?
Yeah.
About Kalimba.
I could see it as a comic book.
I totally see it. Yeah.
Comic.
Absolutely.
Graphic novel.
She's Kalimba, dude.
Kalimba, dude.
She's Kalimba, bro.
Hey, you seen Kalimba?
I really would like to. Oh, Columbo? No. Kalimba.
Not Kalimba.
Feminine. Yeah, dude. I want to get in touch with like an animator. I think it'd be cool to like. I love doing voices and voiceover. And,
yeah.
You know, we can make songs and stuff like over an animation. I'd love to get into that kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
But it's tricky. It's tricky finding like animators. You can freelance that stuff, but
yeah,
it'd be cool to.
Yeah, I do know one animator who lives in LA now, but he's like working for Hulu or whatever. So he can't really freelance.
Yeah.
Got connections in the industry.
Yeah.
But
okay.
So
I love that one.
Well, Max, you think when things open up a little bit, maybe we get past this pandemic a little bit, you think you'd ever come back to Portland?
Oh, definitely, guys. I mean, like, I want I do a lot of camping and stuff. So
Yeah.
I have like my vehicles kind of converted into. I have 2 vehicles right now, but one is a truck with like a bed in the back.
Max Gordon,
and
stepping up in the world. You got 2 cars, bro.
One for each hoove.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to sell them if anybody that wants a Canadian Subaru Outback. But I always like to have like a vehicle that I can potentially sleep in.
Yeah.
And 4x with. So
yeah,
I could definitely see coming down to Portland.
It's not that far away.
Hanging out for a little bit.
You're like 7 or 8 hours
really
or something. 6, 7 hours.
Yeah, with some water in between. Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, that's definitely in the cards.
Right on.
I still have my citizenship. I haven't revoked it yet. So.
Yeah. No, we'd love to have you come down again. But yeah, I mean, you also mentioned earlier that's like it's not only music that you do. Like, do you have any, like you mentioned camping, but do you have anything else that you're doing? Is there any kind of like exercise you do regularly or anything like that you're consistent about?
Yeah, I mean, I like to go on hikes. There's some good mountains around here. I like to borrow my dog friend Hobbs, and we go up and go for hikes every couple of days. And
right on.
Hike this mountain. Mount Doug's really nice.
Well, yeah, you're
I go shoot my bow out in the bush.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're probably in
I
one
got
of the most
bows,
beautiful areas in the world to do that, right?
Yeah, it is. It is nice. I think you guys would like it here. It's just, it's an island, so there's ocean everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's, it's probably bigger than you're thinking, but it's small enough that it's not like crazy.
Yeah.
But it's some of the nicest views I have yet to view.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Wow. Yeah, I do want to come out there.
Lots of stuff to do.
Well, do you think you can put in a good word for with Border Patrol for us? Yeah.
Can we get a pass?
Yeah, you think you can get us a pass?
I can drop some hints. Once my hooves are done, I can maybe drop off a few pair. Put in a good word. And throw in some waterproof booties, and who's gonna deny that? I don't know.
That's a complete set.
You got BOGO booties?
No Border Patrol agent would ever say no to that. Yeah. No. Everybody knows Border Patrol have hoof fetishes. So.
Yeah.
Right. I was talking earlier on the pod before we had you on about Rooster Rock, and how cool would it be if you came back with some hooves and we could just strut around Rooster Rock and go swimming with those hooves?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Just wearing hooves.
Amazing. I'd love. That was my favorite naked time.
Yeah, that was the place.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
Don't mind my hooves.
Yeah.
Don't mind my hooves. There's no hooves allowed on Rooster Rock.
Yeah.
It's a nude beach, but no hooves.
No hooves, man.
Could you imagine?
Clothing optional.
Front hooves only.
Hooves restricted.
Yeah, front hooves only. Clothing optional.
No hooves in the water.
There's like a security guard at the front gate. These guys have too many hooves.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your hooves. Yeah. You're like your type.
No wet hooves. Get the hell out of here. Never come back to Rooster Rock again.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That place is great. The place is so great.
It's pretty magical.
Yeah, you guys have how many podcasts coming out a week, you figure, if you keep it up?
We're doing it once a week now.
Yeah, we're back to our regular. We just kind of had a barrage of
our first we had like a backlog, so
a blitz.
Yeah,
we did a blitz.
When we released them initially, we just did 4 episodes in a row, and
we're doing one a week now. We should be on that schedule for the foreseeable future, for next 20 years or so, probably.
We just blew up the internet, basically. So
yeah, boy.
So yeah,
got like 100 downloads.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
What's up, guys?
What, Birdie? Yeah. You should do a Russian, yeah. What's up, everybody? Yeah. Or,
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. This sounded like
yeah,
Borat.
dude, you should. Yeah. Hey. I was really enjoying listening to those podcasts and feeling like I was catching up with you guys without even being there.
Yeah.
But then to talk to you for real, it's been actually for real.
Yeah, for real.
We got a lot on the horizon. Really, we're just kind of like getting into the stroll of it, I guess. So.
Yeah. Doing promo vids and shit.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
What do you think about having having us call you up randomly, like because often we're talking about stuff in the first half where we're like, what would Max think about this? You know?
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. Just call a friend.
Just call you up and be like, that's stupid, and then just like hang up and be like, I don't know.
Yeah, totally. If it's like between 3 and 10 minutes or something. Then
right.
Yeah.
Or it'd be easy for you to do.
Yeah.
Quickie. Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, totally. I'll keep you guys on standby for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You keep me on standby.
Yeah.
I'd be your Canadian correspondent or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Canadian correspondent.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need to call it.
Yeah.
Big Canada. From little Canada to big Canada. The lifeline.
But yeah, well anyway, Max,
yeah.
Well, I feel like we're getting to the twilight of this interview here. Is there anything else you want to share or anything you've thought about recently that you feel like the world or our followers particularly need to hear?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same old good stuff and the same old bad stuff. Just, follow your heart.
Yeah.
Figure the shit out. If you need to do something, go figure out how to do it. Mm-hmm. Stop making excuses if you are making excuses. And if you aren't making excuses, why haven't you done it yet? Maybe you are making excuses. You didn't even know you were making excuses.
Yeah.
Maybe you're making excuses for other people and they're treating you badly.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop it, okay?
Yeah. That's powerful. I like that.
Basically.
I really like that.
Basically, just stop everything that you're doing and
stop being an idiot.
Go make a vision board, and your life will transform.
Do you have a vision board?
No, I mean, I've made a few vision boards in the past, and then I've actually completed a couple too.
Oh, really?
And I like to keep little notes around, little goals and stuff.
Maybe you should do that.
Financial goals and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just good to have a visual representation. You guys should make a podcast vision board. That'd be a good video or episode or, vision board episode. Because I think that would be helpful for a lot of people.
Well, and you could be our Canadian correspondent on that episode. We could pick your brain about a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Especially if you've accomplished a few. I've never made a vision board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to, you surround yourself with little notes and things. I like to, every day after I get off work, I like to go home and fill my bathtub with $100 bills. And then I just lay in it for an hour or two. Kind of look around at all the money. That's how I bring fortune to myself. First you have to get the money, then you,
Yeah. And then you can have a vision.
Then you have to then you got to buy a bunch of Drano just so you can plunge it down the tank, man. How do you get
messy.
it out of there?
I try to throw as much as I can away because it's so dirty by then,
Totally. Soaks up all the grime from my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clogs up the drains.
Yeah, dude. I think vision boards for 2021. Let's open the world back up and let's get back to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's sick.
Yes.
Everybody's sick of this bullshit. Stupid virus.
Bull crap.
It's stupid. Global pandemic. Blah, 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 blah. Can we shut up now?
If I have to hear uncertain times one more time, unprecedented time.
Yeah.
One more time.
What was that? I listened to Mark Maron's podcast the other day, and he said, it is unprecedented the amount of times we have heard the word unprecedented in this year.
Yeah, totally. It is. If I hear it 6 more times, I'm going to lose it, okay?
I will.
I'm about to drop everything and just move to Texas. They're open, you know.
It, you know what I mean? I love that when somebody says they're going to lose it. It's like, what does that entail? What's going to happen, dude? I'm just going to lose it. Okay, man, I don't want that to happen.
What are you going to lose? It! That's what I'm going to lose.
It.
Just it. It.
I love that. I'm losing it. It's happening.
Yeah.
Reminds me of George Costanza, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
He's hip hop.
George is getting upset.
George is losing it.
Well, Lamar, I mean, is there...
to be the son of George. Yeah.
Serenity now.
Is there anything else you wanted to... Is there anything else you wanted to ask Max Lamar?
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
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 Scrape, my friend.
Scrape.
Hey.
Yeah, that would be...
Scrape, my man.
Scrape, motherfucker.
You know what they say. You know what they say. Scrape.
That's what they say, so...
And that's what she said. Yep.
That's all she wrote.
I heard what you said. When you said that, I heard it.
When you just said that thing, I heard it, and I'm letting you know that I heard it. I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's lovely. It's lovely chatting with you, big league boys. And
Yeah.
I'm always happy to hear your voices and have a few laughs and chuckles. And
yeah, it was good.
Well, I mean,
tickle the old.
We'll have you back.
Yeah. Well,
you know, you're
tickle the old Sasquatch.
This is your induction here, right here, right now, Max.
Yeah.
You are our official Canadian correspondent.
Oh, yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'll take
fuck
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude.
Very cool.
You know,
my debut.
We'll end the recording here in just a second, but we can still chat for a minute. But we do end every episode with a yurt.
Yeah, we'll do a yurt.
So, do you want to give us a yurt? Are you ready? We go.
Yeah. Are you gonna count it?
On the count of 3, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Yurt.
Yurt. I threw down.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yeah.
We love you.